back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the Oilers have really started to turn it around. Now, obviously, 3-game losing streak preceded the last 2 victories, but we saw things in those 3 losses that kind of gave us hope. The Oilers got off to strong starts in most of the games, aside from the Carolina game, of course, but even in the Carolina game, they showed a drive to try to come back. We saw good first periods or good third periods. The second period in all 3 games was pretty much trash, but the Oilers were showing signs of turning the corner. And then, of course, against the Washington Capitals, all out 5-0 victory, and then last night, an 8-2 drubbing of the Anaheim Ducks. Now, the Oilers aren't fixed by any means, not saying this is teams on cruise control now for the rest of the year, but we are seeing signs that the Edmonton Oilers are finally turning the corner. Daniel Nugent-Bowman of The Athletic put out an article today that I thought really broke it down really well. He came up with 4 main reasons why the Edmonton Oilers look to be turning that corner. The first one is, of course, Connor McDavid is finally heating up. 5 points last night. He is just on fire right now, taking this team on his back, and everyone's following Connor, whether it was injury or we don't know what exactly was wrong with Connor. He obviously missed a few games earlier this year, but whatever seemed to be bothering Connor McDavid seems to be gone now, because like I said, he's a man possessed. He's getting this team back into the race almost single-handedly, but there are a bunch of guys around him that have been carrying the torch, like Evander Kane, like Zach Hyman, and those guys have also remained hot, helping this team to move forward. The second item on Daniel's list was the goaltending should improve. Stuart Skinner has been really up and down this year, and obviously Jack Campbell is down with the Bakersfield Condors. Manny Legacy, a goaltending coach, is coming in to work with Jack Campbell down in Bakersfield. I think we're going to see Jack back up with the Oilers here after the next 2 games. The Oilers have a 5-day break. I'm guessing that's when we see Jack Campbell brought back in. Obviously, the Oilers have been hunting for a goaltender. They still need to find that goaltender. I don't think Stuart Skinner and Jack Campbell are the solution for the Edmonton Oilers if they want to go all the way this season. But obviously, right now, just making the playoffs is the prime goal. But ultimately, this team should be a Stanley Cup contender. But in the meantime, if Jack Campbell can finally get his game going, that should get the Oilers by in the interim. The third thing on Daniel's list was fixing the penalty kill. One thing head coach Chris Knobloch mentioned yesterday, that since he's come in, he's tried to give each head coach their role. Paul Coffey is obviously going with the defense, Glenn Gulletson with the power play, and Mark Stewart has been working with the penalty kill guys. And what they've tried to do with the penalty kill is build it with largely depth players, giving Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, guys like that, less to do, giving the less prominent guys more of a role, building more of a team, and the Oilers have really succeeded in that department since bringing head coach Chris Knobloch in. Not to say that Jay Woodcroft didn't do that, but Chris Knobloch has had several positive effects since he came in, and that is just one of them. I think another one has been keeping the lines together, allowing them to form some rhythm, get used to each other. All the coaches here in Edmonton have really been line blenders. No one seems to stay together for any period of time. Chris Knobloch does make changes, but I think for the most part he tries to keep guys together and let them find their rhythm and grow their game. And Daniel's fourth point was the Oilers have a favorable remaining schedule, the 6th easiest in the NHL. So the Oilers, we know they took off last year in the second half. Obviously, that is definitely going to be needed again. The Oilers have dug themselves quite the hole. No one is saying for sure they're going to make the playoffs, but this team with the 6th easiest road to do it should get it done. I believe in this team. I believed in them from the start. And I think with the signs that they're showing us, this team will find a way here. Obviously, they have to maintain their current state of play. They got to keep this going, but I believe this team can and will make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Well, that's all I had for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think the Oilers have finally turned the corner? Are we going to see losses coming up here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. I'll see you guys tomorrow, live from Rogers Place, with the pregame and postgame Fanatic Rundown. Take care, guys.